So everyone is talking about NFTs as we transfer into the blockchain sort of space just as creatives. So for a dummy like myself, if you can give us like a quick introduction into like the NFTs.
Well, introduction wise, as soon as you start asking about NFTs, you're in the space. Okay, so as soon as you get curious about it, you are now like the top 2, 3% in the world when it comes to NFTs and crypto. But NFTs themselves, they're still considered crypto. A lot of people will look at them as collector's items and things that kind of blend in with gaming on the blockchain tech. But from a real point of view, NFTs don't necessarily have a limit to what they are and what they can do. So, for instance, people use digital merch as an example, but they can also be used to hold documents. NFTs can also be used for holding deeds, real estate, recipes if you're a chef, designs if you're a fashion mogul and whatnot. So what it is when you upload this creative content to the NFTs, it works as having physical proof that you represent something. And so when people purchase these NFTs, they're basically saying they believe in what you represent. So for me, I get excited because with NFTs, it's like now you have this physical representation of what your brand is, and people who purchase them, it's physical proof that they believe in where you're going. Understood?
Okay. I know it was one point I went to a friend and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about the NFTs. And he said, are you in it to make money or are you in it for the art?
Mm-hmm. See, and that's a good question too, because like what pushed these NFTs to the forefront was the visual art. A lot, and that is pretty much what's dominating the space right now. So a lot of the visual artists, like painters, like shout out to Zoom. She's an international DJ. What she does is she paints and she connects her NFT to real pieces. So when your friend asks if you're in it for the money or if you're in it for the art, it's a legit question because people will try to, get on the NFTs and make some real quick money, which is, it's cute and everything. But when you're in it for the art, you're in it for the long run, because to me, NFTs is a good space for visual artists right now and everything. And to kind of it's going to put us in that position where music and audio kind of becomes just the theme song behind these visual art concepts. So a lot of photographers, videographers, 3D animators, painters, illustrators, to me, like their time is to get into it is now, even if they're not minting them themselves, but that whole cultural visual art space is what's going to bring about an entire cultural shift again.
Okay. Okay, first of all, what does NFT stand for?
NFT stands for non-fungible token. And so on that note, what it is like with NFT, for most crypto, they have prices that are kind of volatile based off of the amount of currency that's put into them. NFTs, their value is based on what you're willing to pay for it or what you as the creator is willing to set the price at and leave it at until somebody else buys that and, they decide to resell it, which, you get royalties on too. Don't get that twisted. But NFT stands for non-fungible token.
Okay. And then how does a person like myself go about setting up an NFT for sale?
So the process of creating an NFT is called minting. And there's multiple platforms to do it on. And what it is you'll pay some of them you'll pay a gas fee to put your NFT on their platform. But once it's on there, it becomes part of this that platform's NFT first. So take let's see, Rarible is one of the most popular ones. I'm not a fan of it. But Rarible, you upload the NFT, pay the gas fee to have it up there, and then it's part of that collection where you can buy things from. On other ones like Babylon, you're not paying the NFT. The buyer's paying the gas fee to purchase the NFT. So once you go through the process of purchasing that NFT or creating the NFT, my bad, you would create the art for the NFT. You would then upload the NFT and decide in that contract how you want that NFT to work. So if that NFT is supposed to work as just a visual art piece, or is that NFT supposed to work as a ticket to an event, such as a Spill the Tea event, 40-ounce event? Does this NFT work as a ticket? Does this NFT mean that I'm also getting a physical product or spending physical time with someone? Or does this NFT represent my house? Does this NFT represent my logo and whatnot? Is this a So when you upload the NFT, you decide what it is and what it's going to be used for, what its utility is. Utility is use case, and then you would mint it. Some of them charge a gas fee, some of them don't charge a gas fee.
Okay. And then I know you mentioned one platform that you're not a fan of, but what are some sites or some platforms that you can go to create the NFT?
Some of these sites that you can go to, Engine, you can go to OpenSea, Babylon. Let's see, those are three of them right there. One of the ones that work well with music is Phantasma. Let's see. Yeah, those are good. Those are good four right there.
Okay. Do you have like a demonstration or do you have like a popular NFT that's doing really good right now and just like the process of like that NFT rollout? Because I saw K Camp did one. And there's a couple of artists that are rolling out NFTs with their projects.
A good example. Well, Tori did he did his earlier in the year. I did see K Camps. As far as how their rollouts went, those are good examples for them because of how known they already were. So it's like if they dropped something with that large of a fan base, somebody was going to pick it up, period, and whatnot. I would look at let me see who's a fan of. Okay, so Pluto Alliance and Bitverse Comics. They had a pretty good following as well, but what they did, well, I should say what we did because I was part of that rollout team. We had to build up a ground movement for the NFTs first. We had to educate people on the NFTs. We had to educate them on how to get them. We had to educate them on what each one individually was about, the characteristics, the use case, because we couldn't just drop them and then expect people to pick them up. We actually tried that, and it was terrible.
Oh, wow.
And that was us with a large following. And, Snoop Dogg tried that at the beginning. He dropped them, and they just, they didn't really move anything. So when you're creating that community around people who want to buy, who may want to purchase the NFT, you have to break down why they should purchase that NFT, what it means. And a lot of times it's going to come down to the niche marketing behind it. What does your brand represent? Why should I go out and buy this NFT? If I buy an NFT, that means I'm in this for the long run, or I'm going to try to immediately flip it based off of your popularity right now. So with a lot of us coming in, if, with us on the underground scene and with the indie scene and everything, we have to break down what the NFTs mean. We have to break down how they're going to be used, how they can be flipped, why we chose the platform that we used, the utility behind it, the reason why we're charging whatever it may be and what's coming with it. So before you drop the NFT, you've got to have a full-on rollout like that breaks down all that.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else we should know about NFTs? Thank you so much for always keeping me updated with this space.
Let's see, anything else? Yeah. As far as like more education on NFT, Twitter is just, look, YouTube is cool, but Twitter is just great for really diving into the NFT world, NFT culture, as well as Discord. But as far as like physical events, A1 Records, Corey Henry, we do about 3 wallet parties a month now. So wallet parties, we just break down blockchain, we break down NFTs, we help people mint them, we help people mint their first NFTs. We set up strategies for how they can, get their community on board with it. and we break down a lot of that information. So when you start looking for more education on the topic of NFTs and blockchain in general, just look towards, look towards the light. No, I can say something a lot cooler. I can't. Just look towards us.
Okay. And then that's the event that's like the third week every month?
So we have one the fourth Tuesday every month. We have one. We're gonna set up one for the second Tuesday, and then we've got one the third Tuesdays now as well. So this week or this month during A3C week, we're gonna do one on the first on that Wednesday, a Waller party to break down NFTs, and then at the same time we've also got a lot lined up for that A3C weekend. So that Friday and that Sunday, we're also going to be breaking down NFTs to people who come out to get their music played at the A1 studio.
Okay. All right. And thank you so much for all of this information.
Thanks for having me on. My folks are going to be like, oh my gosh, you went up there and talked about NFTs. You don't talk about anything.
Right. Let them know where they can follow you, because you also do like digital marketing as well and analytics.
Oh, yes. You can follow me at Emmanuel_the fan finder. That's EMMANUEL_ the fan finder, spelled how it sounds. Well, now, appreciate y'all watching Spill the Tea. Per usual, make sure you guys are always tuning in. Teacup, you need to get you NFTs minted as well, because your brand is going to be a lot bigger than you think it is. Yeah.
Thank you. I hope so. All right. And we out.
Yes, ma'am.